Hey guys, what's up? My name is Zoe Cruz, and I'm in my car because I'm on my way to interview Natalie Van Hoosier, an independent journalist that has been working in bilingual journalism since she graduated from the University of Nevada, Reno, where I'm currently attending school. So I'm super excited to get to talk with her about her experience and how I can better prepare for the industry. So let me get going before I'm late to meet up with my friend Cody to help film. So, see you there. Hey guys, I'm back. We made it to KUNR Public Radio Station. This is where we're meeting Natalie for the interview. So yeah, I better text my people and see if they're here. What do you think would make me the most successful bilingual reporter?
I think the biggest piece of advice I have for people who are wanting to do bilingual, bicultural reporting, regardless of what the language is to get out and start using the skills that you have, even if you know that you have more to learn, and we always have more to learn. I see people who really want to do it, but they feel like their Spanish isn't good enough, whatever skill isn't good enough yet, and I'm here to tell you that it will get better once you start using it out in the real world.
Okay, cool, because it terrifies me to speak Spanish to a native Spanish speaker as somebody who didn't grow up speaking Spanish, and I feel like I do have the skills to speak conversationally, but it's just about building confidence.
So what I did was I would go out with my classmates who had grown up speaking Spanish at home. I had some of the grammar and vocabulary and writing skills from taking it as classes throughout high school and college, and they had some of those conversational pieces, especially like regional colloquial language, in order to help build those relationships with people. So we would go out together and do the interviews and write the stories, do the reporting. I studied abroad with USAC here at UNR in Madrid, and I lived with a family, and I had my host abuela, my host grandma, who was so good about telling me when she had no idea what I was talking about. And she was like, honey, can you say that one more time, please? So, and then we'd figure it out. She was patient with me, and she would coach me on, like, the word you're looking for here is probably this one. I volunteered with different Latin American immigrants who had come to Spain from different parts of Latin America. With my other work, too, I'm always looking for how I can learn more about the different regional dialects of Spanish.
How long did it take you before you were fluent?
So fluency is a whole conversation in and of itself,
Okay.
right? What does fluency mean? For me, there's been different levels of fluency that help accomplish different reporting goals. So it depends, what are your goals as a reporter? What skills are you working on? And with your product, with what you're producing, what would you like that to sound like? Okay. So it's that first step of checking with your interviewee as far as like their language of preference for the interview, and letting them know too that they can do it Spanglish if that is how they would like to, and you're able to do that as a reporter. It's nice to be able to offer people those different options where if there's a word you don't know how to say in whichever language, you can say it in the other one. We're all going to understand each other. Right here for One Small Step, our first conversation of this 2024 program, we had a nice Spanglish moment when we paired two people that we knew were bilingual, and they did most of the conversation in English. But when they were referring to different cultural things or referring to someone that someone had said to them in Spanish, they were able to switch to Spanish. So it's really checking as far as like their preference and what your goals are with your reporting.
What advice would you give to aspiring journalists that don't think that this is an important part of journalism? What would you say to them?
If people are really only doing their reporting for one audience, and they make a decision to not make things accessible to people in other regards, that's a decision that they're going to make, but that is not how I approach my reporting. I like to see how my reporting can be useful and accessible to people who don't see themselves reflected in the reporting that they consume most of the time, and how it can be something that they identify with better, so then they're going to come back for more of that news. And then we've built a relationship with new community members, and that's what engagement with the community is all about.
Hey, what's up guys? I hope you enjoyed the interview. It is super late at night. I'm just now wrapping everything up. So I wanted to give my final thoughts about the whole conversation with Natalie. One, I just want to say I truly admire her tenacity in the industry, and she is such a role model for me. I'm excited to have her as an ally on my journey to become a bilingual journalist. And second, I just want to say that I am excited to continue pursuing bilingual journalism here at UNR, especially because of Natalie and all the success that she's had. So it was really great to talk with her and get some advice. And yeah, good night.